Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from my Las Vegas studio. And in this next video, I'm going to discuss the major differences between the rich and the poor. In this video, you're going to learn what habits make people rich and what habits make people poor. If you're thinking a certain way, maybe you have a poor mentality. So make sure that you watch the video in its entirety, and you're going to learn, are you got a poor mentality or you got a rich mentality? And if you got a poor mentality, you might want to switch your habits so that you can become rich and stop being a victim. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you're aware that we have a contest where you can enter to win up to $20,000. All you got to do is go to the TroyKearnsChannel.com, enter to win, and make sure you text the number below. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game not to lose. Do you get what I'm saying here? The goal of the truly rich is to create massive wealth, and for most of them, to leave a legacy by giving it away to charity. That's true wealth. One of the mindsets of being wealthy is shooting for the moons and hitting the stars. Poor people, they can't even hit the ceiling in their house. With most poor people, they do not want to change. They want to complain, but they're not taking the actions, the steps to learn and change. You can't change unless you are willing to, and you're willing to learn. If you've done what you've always done, you're gonna get what you always got. So rich people are constantly educating themselves, constantly reading books, constantly trying to learn more about what they can do to get rich, what they can do to learn more. Knowledge is power. If you're gonna be rich, you need to have knowledge. And if you wanna be broke, don't read nothing. Rich people are committed to being rich. Poor people just want to be rich. Let's talk about that. I see these guys driving these fancy cars, Maseratis, Maybachs, all this crap, and they don't have any money in their bank account. I bought my first car, my first new car when I was 40 years old. That's the difference. Every other car I bought until then was used, and used. I bought lots of cars. I got a great deal on them. I saved my money. I've always been saving. Rich people save their money. Poor people show their money. They got a Louis Vuitton, but no money in the bank. Rich people buy assets. Poor people buy liabilities. Poor people think a house is an asset. It's only an asset if it produces income. Otherwise, it's a liability, right? So if you aren't charging and house hacking your house for a rental, you're poor because you're giving away that money. Most poor people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. Rich people know what they want. They set goals. They're committed to them. They have timelines, constantly seeking to change. I'll give you an example. I always look up to other guys, whether they're younger or older than me. Recently, I had many younger mentors tell me that it's a great idea to journal and show gratitude. I have now adopted or am adopting that habit because I believe it'll make me more successful, it'll make me more money, and it will make me a better person. I also am now trying to get in better shape because I think that'll make me live longer to make more money. Rich people are committed to making money as long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. Poor people just have a broke mentality. I mean, it's physically broken. They do not think in what can I do to make more money? It's what can you do for me to give me money because I deserve it. They're a victim. Don't be a victim. Be a rich, wealthy person that solves problems, that makes money, that creates wealth, that creates a legacy for your family. Rich people see opportunities and focus on rewards. Poor people see obstacles and focus on risks. Rich people embrace failure. They learn from their mistakes. Poor people get scared of their mistakes and don't try anything new. We talk to our kids, hey, don't be scared. Pick yourself up. Poor people don't think like that. They fall, they cry, they don't want to get back up. You need to pick yourself up. A rich person's mentality is, if I lost money, what did I learn from it? A poor person's mentality is, I lost money, I'm never doing it again. You need to know the difference between the two because if you're going to be a successful real estate investor, you're going to make mistakes, and it's how you deal with them and how you learn from them that's going to make you richer and richer and richer. A poor person is going to make those mistakes and never try anything else again. And then they're going to blame the system. They're going to blame whatever they can but they're not gonna accept responsibility for their failures. Rich people focus on what they want. Poor people focus on what they don't want. I don't want this, I don't want that, I want this. Rich people are goal-oriented. I want a jet, I want a football team, I want a casino. All these types of desires, all these hairy, audacious goals. Poor people don't set goals, they don't have any goals. They just want to get by. They just are surviving. Rich people are trying to thrive. The difference between rich people is thriving and surviving. A poor person just wants a check. A poor person might be on welfare. They might be collecting unemployment. They're just doing enough to get by until something bad happens and they get smacked on the side of the face, and then they're in a worse situation. Life doesn't move in perfectly straight lines. It travels like a river. You gotta be able to bob and weave. If you're rich, if you're poor, you're gonna get smacked by a tree just walking down the road. You need to be aware of opportunities, where they are presented, and you need to be looking for opportunities every day because they're out there. If you're not looking, if your eyes are closed, you won't see opportunities. Poor people do not see opportunities because they're not looking for them, because they don't have the mindset to get them. What they're looking for is a free ride. Do not be a poor person, be a rich person. People say that money doesn't solve problems, but it does. Once you got money, you can solve whatever problem that you want to focus on. Let's say, I know a lot of guys. There's a guy here locally, he's super rich. His name's Lou Ruvo. Now he has the Lou Ruvo Brain Institute. He's trying to solve brain cancer. If you're rich, you can do that. If you're poor, you can't. So whatever you want to do, money is going to allow you to do it. If you don't have any money, you can't do nothing. You can't make no changes. You have to have money to make changes. Rich people's mindset is always solution oriented. They never focus on the problem. They only focus on the solution. We never ask, hey, what's the problem here? What's the solution? How are we going to solve it? How do we get out of it? How can, like, listen, I make mistakes all the time. We're currently building our house in Kansas City, Missouri. We've got all sorts of problems. We dug the hole for the basement. We've got a spring. A poor person would say, all right, let's close the thing down. We're done. A rich person looks for the solution. So now we're pumping out all that water. We're going to put piers down below it. We're going to structurally re-support it, and we're going to finish the job. And no matter what, rich people finish the job. They focus on the solution, not the problem. If you focus on the problem, how are you going to find the solution? Rich people spend their time strategizing, analyzing, educating, and spending money to get educated on how to be successful. Poor people don't spend money on that. They just blow money on food, Starbucks, cigarettes, anything that is just a bad habit. Rich people do not avoid, walk away, or complain about problems. Think about it. If you can become a master at solving problems, if you can embrace failure, what's gonna stop you in business? Every failure, every opportunity is just a chance to grow, to make more money, to solve more problems. I can tell you the stuff I'm doing today, I never thought I would do in a million years, but I always had the goal and the desire to do it. Did I know that I was actually going to achieve it? No. I can't wait to see what happens in the next 5 years. I can't wait to see what happens in the next 10 years. I dream big so that I can make big money. Rich people dream big and they think big. And if you're focusing on solving all these problems, nothing can stop you. If there's no obstacle that can get in your way, you are fearless, you are unstoppable. Those who have a wealthy mindset believe in their ability, they believe in their values, they believe in their ability to deliver, their ability to finish the job. They believe in themselves. Poor people don't have confidence and they lack a financial clear understanding. Those people with poor mindsets don't think that way. That's why they want guarantees. There is no guarantee in life except for death and taxes, and that's all they're gonna get with that poor mindset. And this is one of my favorite things, is the only way to earn what you're truly worth is to get paid by the results you deliver. Like, think about it. Why are certain companies so successful? Let's take Amazon. Amazon started as a bookstore, right? And this bookstore was basically conceived by a guy, Jeff Bezos, who moved his family out to Seattle, but he had a rich person's mentality, and he adapted and he triangulated. And Amazon now is one of the largest, the biggest companies in the entire world. If you're watching this video, chances are you've bought something off Amazon or you've received a gift from someone who's bought something on Amazon. In fact, the camera that we're shooting on right now, bought on Amazon. The tripod that it's on Amazon. The light fixture over here, Amazon. 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 Everything I got, Amazon. This one, not Amazon. But everything else is Amazon. And that's because Jeff Bezos did not quit when he came up with obstacles. He had worked for solutions, logistics, everything. That's a rich mindset. If you want to be the next big Amazon, you got to think that way. I hope you understand what the difference is between being poor, rich, wealthy, whatever. Don't have a poor mentality, have a rich mentality. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, let us know what you think. I hope that breaks down the difference between rich people and poor people. If you think like a rich person and if you look for solutions versus problems, you'll be making lots of money.